right to her lonesome boy somewheres in the night. She sent me a railroad ticket to take me to her loving arms, and a big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, I've been out here many long days, haven't found a place that I can call my own. Not a two-big bed to lay my body on. I'm being stood up, being shook down, up and dragged into the sand, and a big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. Today we're doing Steel Wheel Blues by Gordon Lightfoot. So this appeared on Gord's Gold, which is a very famous compilation of his, sort of a greatest hits from this first decade. But it actually also appeared on his 1966 debut release, Lightfoot with an exclamation mark. And that version is really worth checking out as well. It's a little bit more pared down of an arrangement, and there's less production going on.
Well, I got my mail late last night.
There's a lot of great covers of this song, including Jim Croce. One lesser known one I recommend checking out is from Ken and Brad Kolodner, who play a lot of early folk, and it's performed here on the banjo and hammered dulcimer.
Well, I got my mail.
The 1975 re-release of Gord's Gold had a bunch of re-recordings, so Gordon Lightfoot took a bunch of his early songs and re-recorded them, and the idea was to give a bit of consistency throughout the greatest hits album. Gordon has a funny quote saying, "I don't like to listen to my early work, so that's why I re-recorded them." They're both great, and so let's talk about this guitar part before we jump in. This is a great lesson for Travis picking, and I just find myself really loving a Travis picking song. It always challenges me in just the right way with rhythm and groove and all that, and also singing. I mean, singing with Travis picking will really heighten your musicianship and your skills. So, we have this basic pattern that I'll teach you throughout all the chords. And these are open chords except for an F. And then, the intro is a little bit of a more advanced thing going on. He has more syncopation, and he also has this C sus2 thing going on where he's lifting that middle finger briefly. So I'll show you all that. And then we have this nice riff, which was actually, if you listen to, the Gord's Gold version, there's 3 guitars. And so this is actually, it's more like just an open riff with the capo all the way up in 6th fret. So that's a common thing for folk and, acoustic style recording is you'll have one guitar at a certain area, and then you might move up another guitar for a higher capo, and that gives it a real lush, bright sound as opposed to just one position of the guitar. And you can use the open strings. So that's why I kind of did that for the fingerpicking solo. I went up to this area because it worked really well with the chord melody. So I'll show you that on the Patreon. I'm going to tab all that out. We don't have time to go through that in the YouTube lesson, but the Patreon's going to have all the tabs of this and sheet music and Travis picking patterns, etc., as well as just a chord sheet if you just want to sing with the chords. So either way, it'll be there for you, and I really want to thank the patrons there. Really appreciate all the support. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell icon and the thumbs up, and let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so we've got capo on 1st fret. You're welcome to play this without a capo, but go ahead and learn it with the capo on with me for now, because that's the key of the recording. So I'm pretty much taking from the Gord's Gold version, although they're very similar. But it's more famous of a version and better recorded probably. All right, so I recommend that we start with actually just the verse, because that'll warm us up for the intro. The intro is more tough, and I don't want to get bogged down right away as we start. So let's just get this nice dependable Travis picking pattern that will apply through all the chords, okay? So with any Travis picking song, I recommend warming up on the thumb. Always a good idea. And you can see I'm going from C to C over G. So that's a very common thing to do. It provides a lot of interest and movement in the bass. So we're gonna go 5th, 4th over a C chord, then lift to G, 6th, 4th. Okay, and now that's a lot of the work right there, because now we can just add our fingers. And you might even want to go slower than that. All right, to warm up. So now when we add the fingers, we can just keep the thumb going like this. So it's going to be okay. So here's this pattern. It's bass, 2nd string with bass, bass, 3rd string, bass, 2nd string. One more time. So you'd want to do that over and over, and eventually you'd speed it up. And even quicker now at tempo. Well, I got my man late last night. Okay? So you can do that pattern over all the chords. However, I do have a couple, variations where the pattern is best suited to change. But if you were just really had only this pattern, you could survive throughout the whole song with that. So that being said, let's go through the chord progression, and I'll mention when the pattern does change. So we have C over G for 3 bars. Well, I got my mail. 2nd bar. 3rd bar, now we do a C7, so we add the pinky to that 3rd fret, 3rd string right here. Okay, here we go. And I changed the pattern to go bass, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. So I just flipped it a little bit. You're welcome to ignore that. But it's kind of a cool C7 thing. So the whole phrase would be 3, 4. Okay, now F. I'm going to do F with the thumb hanging over. You're welcome to bar it. So whatever's easy for you. So it's going to be the same pattern. Bass, 2nd, bass, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd. Bass, 2nd, bass, 3rd, bass, 2nd. 3 bars. Back to C. And then we just repeat F again. C. I know I'm going kind of fast, so feel free to just, practice that slowly. Right? And we'll run the whole verse in a bit. Now, this is where we get the turnaround, basically. We go to A minor, and it's when he says, gonna carry me home. So this is A minor, same pattern. Bass is E. So it's 5th, 4th, 6th, 4th for the bass. And then same strings, bass, 2nd, bass, 3rd, bass, 2nd. Now G, we go between the 6th and 4th strings in the bass, bass, 2nd string, bass, 3rd, bass, 2nd. Okay, and then we go to our turnaround here, which is going to be C. We're going to change the pattern to 5th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd for the first few chords here. Okay, and then, because we don't have much time, so kind of speeds up there. G over B, so just 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, same pattern. A minor 7, so just put those fingers back, same pattern, and now a G, 6th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd. So let's take that whole phrase from A minor. Gonna carry me home to the one I love. Okay, now we do a second go through of that verse, and then we have the chorus. So let's run that entire verse together nice and slow, and I'll try to let you know what chords are coming. Ready? Starting on C. 3. Well, I love the dawn. 3rd bar. Here comes the C7. F. Again. 3rd bar. C. F, and then our C. Here is the turnaround, A minor, G, turnaround, C, G over B, A minor 7, G, repeat, okay? So it's actually pretty tough to get that all up to speed with the right order, you know, so you'd want to really work this. I spent a good amount of time just getting comfortable with this. You don't just want to rush in and lose the groove. Now for the chorus, I changed the pattern a little bit, but it's going to be an F chord. I'm going to do bass, third string with the bass, bass, second, bass, third. So I flip it because I like that sound. Just no other reason than that. So you're welcome to ignore that. But ooh, now E minor, back to the regular pattern. Right? A minor, same pattern as before. C over G, same pattern as before. So that phrase would be ooh, good. Now we speed up the pattern again. The chords go twice as fast. F. So I'm going to go bass, third, bass, second for each of these. E minor, same thing. A minor, same thing. Bass, third, bass, second. G, bass, third, bass, second. And then back to C. Kind of a vamp here. So let's run the whole chorus. 3, 4. Ooh. Nice. Now we do F, F, E minor, A minor, G, C, over G. Good. That's it. So there we go. That's the verse and chorus. And the song just repeats. We have a second verse, second chorus, and then third verse is half as long, and final chorus. And that's it. Now I did say I would circle back to the intro, so let's do that now. So you may be wondering, why is the intro more complicated? Well, because if there's not singing, sometimes songwriters and guitarists and producers, whatever, they like to beef up the guitar arrangement to provide a little more interest. So you're welcome to just do the intro like this. Nothing wrong with that at all. But we're going to just spice it up a little bit because we're not singing yet, so we can focus on this guitar part. So I'm going to walk you through it here. It's just a 4-bar phrase repeated. So bass with the third string, so a little different than the verse. Instead of the second string, it's the third string. Now bass, second string. Now lift the middle finger and play an open D string. Now third string. Now back to C, bass, and you hammer on on the upbeat, and then hit it again for the bass. Second string, bass, third, bass. So it would be like that so far. Just that two bar phrase so far would be this. And then the third and fourth bars are almost identical, except we start with the fifth and second string, and then bass by itself, and then it repeats. Well, it's a little different, but bass, third, open, so lift that little finger, second, bass, hammer, and then it's identical. Bass, second, bass, third, fourth. So the whole 4-bar phrase would be like this. And then a little faster would be like this. And at speed, 3, 4. Okay, now the riff. Okay, is like that. So you can just continue finger picking and ignore that, but if you want to hit the riff, 8th fret, second string 8th fret, then 5th fret, and you want to have them both ringing out because of we're emulating the open strings there. So 5, 8, 5, 8. So you do it twice. 8, 7 slide, 5. 7, 5, pull off, 7, 5, slide to 3. So it would be nice and slow, 3, 4. Well, I got my mail. Okay. So a nice sort of major pentatonic-y riff there. There you go. That's it. That's all the guitar parts. Besides the Patreon will have this, you know, which is just basically doing a little bit of chord melody up there. So there you go. Hopefully that makes sense, and enjoy. Remember to go nice and slow with any finger picking song, and I hope you enjoy. Take care. Bye.